I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about Bible reading habits. First, I want to tell you a story. When I was in high school, I learned to love running. I was in track. I loved the 400. I really enjoyed learning how to run. Well, fast forward a few years later, out of high school, and now I'm having babies, and I still think I love to run. I love to do this. I care about this. I love it. So like in between babies here or there, you'd go on a run. And I would find out that actually a 17-year-old high school student and a mid-30s woman who's had a bunch of babies is not actually the same thing when you go out on a run. And I found out that I had no idea how to transfer this love that I had learned as a young student with nothing else going on in my life to a full adult life. I had no way to pick running back up as something that I could do. And I discovered that what I really needed to do was relearn something that I had already learned one time. I knew how to run, but what I knew was how to show up for a practice where a coach had given you a workout. I knew how to go to scheduled track meets and compete in those. I did not know really anything about how to establish a habit that you could carry out kind of for long-term health and wellness. How do you get through your life as someone who runs to stay fit instead of someone who competes in a season? Now, the reason I bring this all up is that I think many women are in this exact situation with their Bible reading. They learned to love their Bible reading when they were essentially a student, when someone gave you an assignment, when you dig deep in this, or you go to a conference and you listen to someone speak on something, or you fill in your workbook and you love it as a student, but you never learn how to transfer that knowledge into your real life. How do you love the Word as someone who has a lot of other responsibilities? So one of our goals in the Bible Reading Challenge has been to equip women to start to see how their regular duties actually fit perfectly with a faithful life of being in the Word. So many Christian women only know how to come to the Word when they have someone organizing their Bible study who gives them the materials and says, you have to do this by this date. They are not coming themselves to the Word every day with a hunger and a thirst because they have never learned those skills. So we want to invite you to jump in with us in the Bible Reading Challenge and learn how to bring the Word into your daily life, overlapping it with all of the duties and the things that you have to do, because it actually fits in perfectly there. It's just a different skill that you may need to learn. So if that sounds like you, if you've never learned how to have a faithful Bible reading habit in your regular life and with your daily duties, now that your life is very different than when you were a teenager, we want to invite you to jump into the Bible Reading Challenge with us, because we want to come alongside you and we want to encourage you as you learn this new discipline of being in God's Word in a different phase of your life.